The Bible tells us in Romans that we are to be transformed, and that process only happens through the power of the Holy Spirit coming into our life. The description that we see in John chapter 3, where Jesus is talking to Nicodemus, he says, you must be born again. You must be transformed into someone new. And Nicodemus said, well, how can I go back into my mother again since I'm grown? And Jesus proceeded to explain to him how all of his life, his desires and his heart, and the things that he was seeking after would all be transformed, would all be changed when the Holy Spirit comes in.
So why do the Calvinists use reform?
Well, there are references to Reformed theology at the time of Luther and some of those Reformation leaders that they follow after. And it's really just a reformed version of Catholicism. If you're following Reformation guidelines, you're not seeking and serving the God that the apostles were teaching about in the first generation. So the world wants you to be conformed. Many Christians are informed, and we would call them religious people. They're not producing fruit for God. They're not being led by the Holy Spirit, but they're informed about God. They know about God, but they don't have a relationship. We have people who are reformed in their theology, and that is just a cleaner version of what we would call Catholicism. And God says, no, none of that's good. Being informed or conformed to the world or reformed in your theology, those are not good enough. You have to be transformed, and that only happens through the power of the Holy Spirit. That's what Paul is telling the church in Rome, is you have to have the Holy Spirit, because regardless of all these other things, they will never measure up, and you will not see fruit in your life without the Holy Spirit producing it.